kind of told the kids to hurry up because I didn't know if this guy's slowing down. So we started going, and I'm pretty sure he was right behind us. Unless he got panicked by the truck and just froze and stood there. I don't know, but he should have been right behind us. Because I was telling him, you know, let's get out of here because I didn't know whether for sure this truck was going to slow down or not. And I didn't want to get killed. I didn't want the kids to get killed. So I basically told him.
So your son is in front of, beside you?
Right here, had my hand behind him. I said, "Let's get going," and I started walking faster. And I thought the truck was just going to turn this way and go behind us. Eh? But I didn't know that Dustin was right behind us, right off that close. I thought he was so close behind me he wasn't going to get hit. I didn't know he was going to get hit. If I would have known he was that close, I would have grabbed him and pulled him along. Once I heard him scream, I thought, "What?"
There's a police there.
Oh.
The police was parked right at the waiting for the light to
change.
Yeah. So he saw that. He saw, and he got once we got the truck backed up. Once I told the driver to back up, because he was going to keep going forward. He was already on.
That's the reason why.
He started going forward.
That's the reason why the students should have insurance. They should get insurance.
I didn't even see the kid. Oh my goodness.
He's got a he's sitting up this high. You should be able to see everybody. He's this high up, and he's got it's not a big. It's one of those those flatter trucks that you can see for a good distance.
Yeah.
And it's not that dark out. It's only just raining a bit. Maybe he's good. But I mean, if he's a truck driver, you think if he's got at least a class 3, he'd have more common sense.
No, he's supposed to see the people.
He's not a class 3. I think he's class 1.
People standing where the pedestrian lane.
I know, but the thing is, the lights weren't. Then all of a sudden, I thought he was actually going to just.
So anyway, it's raining there too.
Yeah, it's raining.
So maybe he's soaking wet too. That kid.
Well, once he got the
So the cops
once he backed up the truck, the cop got out of the car. I guess he called it in, and then he got
the driver get out from the truck.
Well, he had nowhere to go. Sorry, Derry.
So what he said? What he said you see his expression on his face when he see that kid that he ran over?
What, you mean the cop or the driver?
No, the driver.
I went to the direct. I told the kids get straight to school because I wanted Duke and everybody to get straight to school. I didn't want to stand there because we're right in the middle of the road. What if somebody else came by? I got the kids off the road first. That was my natural reaction: is get the kids off the road. If somebody else came by and they were impatient.
For sure, there's gonna be in the newspaper.
Because I wanted to get the kids off the road first. And I was off the road first, but like basically when everybody I saw they were off the road anyhow, I still turned around and yelled at the guy anyways because I noticed that Duke and Ellery were at the corner. I said, "You guys get up," I basically.
Did you yell at the driver?
Oh yeah, I had to tell him. I told him.
Did you scream at?
Yes, I told you that already. He was going stop. First he stopped, and then he started going forward, and Dustin's still screaming and yelling. He's driving more up his on his leg, near his knee and stuff, eh? And then I pointed at him and I swore at him and I screamed at him and I told him to stop and I said, "Back that effing truck up right now." And I yelled at him. I was yelling. He could hear me. You could hear me.
Can you scream how you do?
No, you'll hear me for 2 blocks.
No, I want to see how you scream.
I yelled.
How?
Wow. Never mind. It's okay. It doesn't matter. And he stopped again, and then he backed up, and once he got there, it was there, and then fine, and then he stopped. Then he looked down and opened the truck to see if he was off his leg, I think. I don't know. I mean, it's all a jumbled blur right now. But the police officer came out, basically, and then I went in and I talked to Mr. Leving. He was the first person I found, because Mr. Leving was on the phone, and I said, "Hey," I said, "Mr. Leving," I said, "you got to call Dustin's parents or contact Dustin's parents because he got hit by that. We're crossing the street there." And Mr. Levings was out there, Mr. Kring was out there, and one of the other teachers that was on duty came out to make sure how and then like I say, the police officer was there on the scene, so we're lucky about that because at least we had assistance right away.
Well, poor kid. Now right now he's in the hospital.
Yeah,
He's gonna
wow.
be in the emergency. He's gonna give him operation.
Well, that company's going to pay for all his surgery. I can tell you that. Whether it's
Well,
government
better.
owned
Plus,
or
he
whether
should get
it's- whether
he
it's
should
a
get
government-
insurance from the driver.
Whether it's
I mean, from the company.
whether it's a government-owned or a multi-million-dollar company, he's going to get compensated for his injuries. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
he almost
and
lost his leg.
also, any surgery that has to be done, they're going to pay for it. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's $1 million worth of surgery. He's going to get paid for it. He will. I can guarantee you that much right now. Because those truck drivers carry a couple $1 million of insurance at least. I'm pretty sure, and they'll have to pay for it. And he's probably going to be suspended or lose his license for several months, or I think what, 3 months, 6 months, maybe jail time. You never know.
How many months?
I'm not sure.
Lifetime?
No, but he'll still be out of it. He'll be suspended from his job from. He must have been.
Do you think he's gonna be in court? In jail?
Well, I know
for
he's going to be in
doing that?
court because I'm going to have to. The cop took my information and phone number and address. He's going to have to come by and swing by to talk to me later about what happened. And he might even talk to Duke too, because Duke heard him screaming too, eh? They might ask Duke, but all the kids saw that the light had heard the signal and were walking because the walk signal was in our favor. And I was
Yeah.
all freaked out giving a statement. I must have stood there in the rain, and
You know, that truck driver not supposed to be all forward when some, pedestrian
Pedestrian.
crossing.
Oh,
It's supposed
so
to be, too far from.
or if he sees people, he should just stop
Yeah,
there and wait
not-
for
not-
people to go
Yeah.
and make sure that it's clear because he can see on that because it's a
Yeah.
it's not one of those big trucks where you can't see over the end. It was more of a shorter end. It wasn't one of
Ay,
those
po,
really
ma'am.
wide trucks that you can see.
Ah,
just
atsana
the
po,
road.
ma'am.
So basically, that truck driver not even paying attention.
Yeah, I don't know. His mind was elsewhere or something.
Yeah, probably talking to the phone or texting.
yeah. Yeah, they're still doing that, even though it's against the law doing that texting, you can still see them doing
Well,
it.
some people plug in their phones and they
Or-
have an ear set and everything.
Yeah, they're still
plugging
doing
in-
that.
They're talking to their friends on the
A lot
phone
of
and they're-
people still doing that. When we're walking there, we can still see people are talking while they're driving. They're just using headphone.
Yeah, or he could have had the earphone and talking
Yeah,
to somebody
I mean,
not paying attention
earphone,
or
yeah.
something. You never know. Wasn't paying enough attention. He was probably had his mind elsewhere because he wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention.
you cannot pay attention while you're talking to someone on the phone or even in the earphone. You can pay attention while
Well,
you're
it's better
doing.
just not to talk to anybody on the phone. If you want to talk, pull over and park somewhere.
That's right. They should do that. Now look what
Or if
happened.
he's talking, say, well, I can't talk now.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
on the
he's
road.
not paying attention. Maybe he's talking to someone on the phone, and that's the reason why he's not really pay attention while he's driving.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see, so we don't know. If he did, he probably would have put the phone away and shut it off anyways.
Now it's like a
And
nightmare.
if they pick up his
Probably
phone,
he's gonna lose his license.
but if they pick up
Well,
his
he
phone,
should.
if they
Driver
pick up-
like that, he
if-
should.
He ran over the kid right on the pedestrian lane.
Yeah, but
Oh,
if the thing is, if they
is
check-
that a pedestrian lane?
Yeah.
That run over?
Yes.
right in the crosswalk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
but if even if he says he's not talking on the phone, if he was, because we didn't notice that for sure, because he could have been. If they check his phone records and if it's the exact minute he hits
Yeah.
that kid,
Yeah.
then he's at fault 100% even worse.
Yeah, because he's lying too.
But you never know. His mind might have been elsewhere because I can't see that he couldn't see him because it's not that dark this
Because,
morning.
even before you go into the intersection, you can see what's going on right
Because
away.
the
When it's
motor,
red
Plus-
light, and then see the people's, walking.
and he wasn't
crossing.
going that fast. He was turning the corner to
Yeah,
get,
but
get
it's
in.
not supposed to be-
Because once the green arrows stop flashing for turning, and they go yellow then green, and then it's a solid green light. He was coming up because he figured, oh, it's a solid green light, I could turn. But he probably didn't notice that the walk signal, I think it faces this way, and it might face on the other side of us too.
Oh, they're facing both ways.
Both ways.
Yeah.
So he might have, whether he noticed that or not, but he should have seen, as he's pulling up to the intersection, he should have noticed that there's kids crossing there.
Yeah.
But he didn't, and I turned around and yelled, because I basically, and I know that Duke heard the signal because all these kids started walking when the
Yeah.
walk signal started beeping, and then it changed the white little symbol of the guy walking. It changed there, so we started going. And Duke, he walks really fast across the road because I guess he's worried about, he doesn't trust drivers. And Al Ray, he's kind of,
Yeah. He should be a little bit more careful next time because
You know?
sometimes he's Yeah,
So
poor
basically,
kid.
and we're just really rushing to get across the street. I had my hand behind El Reno. I said, let's hurry because I don't know if this guy is going to slow down or not. 'Cause he's pulling up slow. He's coming up turning normal speed.